Hey guys, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at a couple of long-awaited products from Sunwayman, AP01, AP02 wire control pressure switches or remote pressure switches, whatever you want to call them. So, a couple of different versions. They're both compatible with the same flashlights. Currently, it's the T40CS, T20CS, M20C, V20C. So, those are the four current models that they're compatible with. They use the same body diameter and threading and everything like that when they make a new tactical light. So I'm sure if they release different models in the future, these will be compatible with those as well. But two different pressure switches. You'll see when I pull them out, it'll be pretty apparent what the main difference is. So here is the AP01, two different parts to it. AP02, two different parts to it as well. But you can see the AP02 is much smaller. And the reason for that is the AP01 has a switch on it as well. So you have the ability to use the constant on, or you can remove the pressure pad in the coil and use it as just a flashlight if you have a quick detach mount or anything like that. You do have that option. Whereas this is just going to be the pressure pad. There's no switch on it. So if you're unfamiliar with a remote pressure switch, the idea behind it is the general intended purpose is you mount this to a rifle or a shotgun or whatever else. And if you don't like where the light is and where the button is, you know, if you hold it in a different way or you want to use a vertical foregrip or something like that, you use the pressure pad and you put that wherever it's more comfortable for you to activate the light. So instead of having it up where you have to pop it with your thumb or wherever else how you have it mounted, you can use this and attach it anywhere that's comfortable for you, because you can see you have a decent amount of stretch to that, so you can mount it just about wherever you want it. So that's the intended purpose. The thought behind these is that these lights are made to handle recoil. You use these to put it where it's more comfortable on your firearm, but you can also use these for a lot of different purposes. I've seen people put them on bike handlebars, so they'll mount their light in the middle of the handlebars and then they can put the pressure pad somewhere else if they want to have the momentary activation. They don't want to have the constant on. Seen a lot of different purposes for these. So they're intended for firearms, but you can use them for, of course, whatever you want. So we're going to go and take the switch off of this T20CS, because the switch detaches and then you attach whichever of the two that you have. So this is the AP01. So the nice thing about this is you have your constant on as well. Of course you have the momentary. Press it all the way for constant on, and that's without the coil attached, and it does the same thing with the coil attached, so you can still have your constant on, which some people like to have. So you can just reach up there, smack it for the constant on, or use the pressure pad for your momentary. And no matter how much you hit it, what sequence you hit it in, there's a bunch of different pressure contact pads in there, so it's really easy to activate no matter how you hit it. But you can see there's no different modes, no flashing, no constant on, nothing like that. As long as you're just hitting the pad, you just have the momentary. And then of course the switch on the end does the constant on. So a lot of people like the pressure pads because, you know, you're in a high stress situation, just grab that pressure pad, turn it on. You don't have to worry about different modes, different functions or anything like that. No constant on, you just release it when you want it to not be on. So the AP02 is really similar, but you can see it's a lot slimmer. So there they are side by side, and it's lighter weight. But you do not have the option for constant on, so it's just going to be a momentary. So if you just prefer momentary, AP02 is definitely the way to go. It's the same setup on the pad, really easy to activate, lots of points of contact in there, and it's not going to have constant on, it's not going to have any different modes, you're just going to have that momentary activation using the pad. So if you want to be able to use the constant on, if you want to be able to quickly detach it, pull the pad off, and use it as just a flashlight, go for the AP01. If you prefer just the momentary, slimmer and lighter style, go for the AP02. So that's the Sunwayman AP01, AP02 remote pressure switches. If you like them, you can get them from us at goinggear.com. Of course, you can get any of the compatible flashlights from us at goinggear.com. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe. We put out a ton of flashlight and other related videos. And if you have any questions or comments, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. Thanks for watching.